both the votes of Om Prakash Rajbhar. The counting process has stopped because the Samajwadi Party has requested the commission not to extend the counting further until both the objections are resolved. One objection is from Om Prakash Rajbhar that how his MLA Jagdish Rai cast his vote without showing. It should be investigated. The second objection raised by the Samajwadi Party is that how the vote of MLA Dudram was cast with someone's help. BJP is now demanding that counting should be stopped till the vote is decided. Viewers, to get you a little perspective, the rules of counting where Rajya Sabha is concerned, it's open ballot where and only with the violet ink do the candidates, do the MLAs cast their ballot, and they have to show the vote to an assigned party agent, a polling agent by his own political party, and then cast his vote. Akhilesh, my colleague Abhishek is now joining me live with the latest coming in. Abhishek, what's the latest? Counting has been stalled for what reasons?
Well, certainly, Preeti, the counting has been kept on hold for a while with the fact that how there is a complaint by the Samajwadi Party and also one by Rajbhar. There are two objections. One objection is from O.P. Rajbhar, and he is saying that how his MLA Jagdish Rai has cast his vote without showing it to the agent. That is one argument. Second is about from the Samajwadi Party of the MLA Dudhiram, where he said that he has he's cast his vote with someone's help. So that is the two objections which are now been resolved. Right now, the counting is on hold for now, but we are expecting that it will resume soon. And as soon as it resumes, then we'll get to know further that how is the development happening.
But Abhishek, right now it does seem that the Samajwadi Party has practically conceded defeat in terms of numbers. Tell us, because what we've been given to understand, 7 Samajwadi Party MLAs have cross-voted, 1 has abstained. That brings the count to 8, and 9 number is added because a BSP MLA has now voted in favor of the BJP. How many numbers did the BJP need to snag that 1 seat from the Samajwadi Party?
Well, Preeti, this is very right for the BJP at the moment because they were running short of 8 votes. Technically, 7 they have got, the cross vote from the Samajwadi Party. 1 is absent, so that will also benefit BJP because the total count will get down. And another vote of the BSP MLA, Uma Shankar Singh, so that will also be added. So technically it becomes 8, and again the total count has gone down for the BJP. So in clearly a very clean victory, very easy victory for the BJP for the 8th candidate. And we are also expecting that in terms of numbers, they will not shortfall of any in any situation. That is the only reason that from the afternoon itself, when Akhilesh Yadav spoke, he got the realization that there is no chance now that the 3rd candidate will go further.
Okay.
We are also getting to know that Alok Ranjan could be that person because he was on the number 3rd priority.
Right.
So the other 2 candidates of the Samajwadi Party are comfortably going to the upper house.
All right, so Sanjay Seth from the BJP, who's a former Samajwadi Party leader, now will make it to the Rajya Sabha, and what Abhishek tells us, at the cost of Alok Ranjan, who was a retired IAS personnel, who was put forth as a candidate by the Samajwadi Party. So Jaya Bachchan as well as Ramji Lal Suman in all probability will make to the House, which is 1 less than the Samajwadi Party had expected. Let's cut across right now. Word coming in from the assembly in Shimla where voting is being carried out. Ruckus outside the counting centre in Shimla. Sources say that 9 Congress MLAs have in fact cross-voted. Suku Sarkar, Murdabad slogans being raised in all probability by BJP MLAs there. Let's try and get a larger understanding. My colleague Manjeet Sehgal joining us live. Manjeet, tell us what exactly is going on right now.
Preeti, the BJP members try to create a ruckus demanding that the voting should be paused, as Sudarshan Bablu, who is a Congress MLA from Chintpurni, was flown from Chandigarh to Shimla. He was allegedly sick by the state government. So BJP has labelled allegations of misuse of the government machinery here at Shimla. That is why BJP is now demanding that the counting should be stopped. On the other, at least 7 MLAs, 5 Congress MLAs and 2 independent MLAs have been moved to Panchkula, Haryana by the BJP. These MLAs are believed to have indulged in cross-voting. Though some of the Congress leaders also maintain that cross-voting took place but the BJP says that cross voting took place and that can change the number game. Remember, 35 is the magic number which the BJP is trying to get. The Congress has 40 votes, and if the BJP, the three independents go to the BJP and cross voting takes place, the BJP then can easily get the magic number of 35. But the Congress continues to maintain that there was no cross voting and it will win its seat, Abhishek Manu Singhvi. Or as far as the cross voting fears are concerned, Congress was already fearing that its members can indulge in cross voting.
Okay.
That is why
But what's the number? It will all come down to the number, Manjeet. If cross voting has taken place, what is the number that in all probability Congress MLAs have cross voted? One number that is being floated is 9. Is that correct?
Well, BJP members have claimed that at least 9 members have cross-voted in their favor. If this proves true, then the BJP will be in a comfortable position to get the magic number of 35. BJP leaders also maintain that the 3 independent MLAs have also cast their vote in their favor. So if BJP is able to get this number of vote, the magic number of 35, it will be in a comfortable position to win this seat. But results can be announced anytime soon.
All right. Results anytime. But if the BJP gets the 9 plus 3, you're talking about 9 from the Congress cross-voting plus 3 of independents, then it's not just winning the seat. It's practically winning the state of Himachal Pradesh. But Manjeet, stay with me. We're going to come right back. Manjeet, there any time now, results could be announced and everyone's eyes, viewers, are trained on the results coming in from the state of Himachal Pradesh, because in Uttar Pradesh, the picture is practically clear. The Samajwadi Party. All right, let's listen in right now. The Chief Minister of Himachal just speaking to the press.
हमने तो बिप जारी कर रखा था, उनके पास तो मेजॉरिटी नहीं थी, हमारा तो बिप जारी है और जो हमारे विधायक थे हमने तो वोटिंग करनी थी। अभी भी आप गिन लेते, बिप जारी होने के बाद जो सत्ता पक्ष के विपक्ष के विधायकों कितने हैं? 25 विधायक थे और जो विधायक विप जारी करने के बाद भी नहीं आए हैं उनके बारे में हमारी पार्टी भी विचार करेगी और निश्चित तौर पर मैं कह सकता हूं कि आज जिस प्रकार भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने हमारे विधायक को धमकाने की जो कोशिश की है, कांग्रेस पार्टी इसका विरोध करती है। धन्यवाद।
आज हाउस के अंदर जो परिस्थिति बनी, जब फाइनेंशियल बिल जो चर्चा हो रही है और उस पर जब चर्चा के बाद मतदान होना था, मतदान में जो है वॉइस वोट के आधार पर ही स्पीकर ने हाउस को एडजॉर्न कर दिया। हमने डिवीजन मांगा, डिवीजन नहीं दिया गया क्योंकि उनका बहुमत नहीं था। वहां पर बहुमत हाउस के अंदर उस वक्त वहां पर उपलब्ध नहीं था उनके पास। और ऐसे हालात में जिस प्रकार से परिस्थिति वहां पर बनी हुई है, बौखलाहट में है कांग्रेस पार्टी। अभी मैं कुछ ज़्यादा नहीं कहना चाह रहा हूं और हम सचमुच में हैरान हैं जिस प्रकार से विधानसभा अध्यक्ष का रवैया है। विधानसभा के अध्यक्ष ने जब फाइनेंस बिल पर, बजट पर हमारी चर्चा के बाद जब वोटिंग हो रही थी, वोट के लिए हमने डिवीज़न मांगा, डिवीज़न नहीं दिया, हाउस एडजर्न कर दिया। और उसके बाद दूसरी बार जब रीअसेंबल हुआ तो हाउस थोड़ा सा शोर डालने के बाद कल तक के लिए एडजर्न कर दिया।
Well, with what the Chief Minister of Himachal has just stated, then the Congress is in trouble because where he says very clearly that there have been some who abstained, there's word coming in, there's been cross-voting going on. What does it augur in for the Congress government in the state of Himachal Pradesh? Because now it's just not Abhishek Manu Singhvi's seat at stake where the Rajya Sabha is concerned. The larger picture could actually not look too good for the Congress in maintaining its government in the state of Himachal Pradesh. Let's quickly cut across right now to our panelists this evening. Joining me, Guru Prakash Paswan, Bharatiya Janata Party spokesperson, Rashid Kidwai, political analyst, continues to stay with us. Matthew Anthony, Congress spokesperson as well. Cutting across to the BJP spokesperson first. Guru Prakash Paswan, today is a day where the Antaratma has spoken of quite a few congressmen, one of your own in the state of Karnataka. The subconscious has spoken. But what's very interesting, Guru Prakash Paswan, that only those number of people subconscious or Antaratma has spoken, the number that you required to snag a seat in Samajwadi Party in Uttar Pradesh, and possibly the number that you require in the state of Himachal Pradesh.
No, Preeti, I think in all honesty, this question must be addressed to those who has voted instead of the Bharatiya Janata Party. And I think that is one of the biggest assets of a democracy, that in a democracy you can act as per your own will, as per your own aspiration. And I think we see that is happening today. In a democracy, there is absolutely no bar. There is absolutely no obligation that you have to vote for a certain thing. But as things are progressing, as things are developing, we just heard that the Congress Chief Minister in Himachal Pradesh saying that there was a whip issued. We saw another interesting thing, that the whip himself issued, offered a letter of resignation in Uttar Pradesh. So I think as the day unfolds, as more development comes into play, we'll get the clearer picture. But I think constitutionally, democratically, in terms of parliamentary rules and regulation, whatever is happening is by the rule book, and we'll see whatever happens.
No, I'm just saying, because you quoted an interesting example, I'm also quoting an interesting example. I said you quoted an interesting example, I'm also quoting an interesting example, that only those number of party men or MLAs subconscious has spoken that the BJP needed to actually come up with that number. That line with Mr. Guru Prakash Paswan has been broken. He can't hear me. I'll cut across to him in a short while. But I want to go to the Congress spokesperson right now, Matthew Anthony. Things are not looking good in the state of Himachal Pradesh, sir, and you have only yourself to blame. The writing had been on the wall ever since Vikramaditya decided against the party whip, attended the Ram Mandir inauguration. You knew what was going on. You should have been more careful, many would suggest.
Thanks, Preeti, for bringing me in this show. And I would start my conversation with the 2004 open ballots introduced by Atal Bihari Vajpayee when he was the Prime Minister, putting an end to the horse trading in the whole Rajya Sabha elections. And now during a BJP regime, we are seeing a horse trading. However, under Schedule 10 of the Constitution, when a whip is being issued by the party, if any party MLAs goes against the whip, they are to be disqualified. And we will, if at all there is a action against a whip, there is a cross voting against a whip issued by the party, there will be action taken against them, and then we have to deal with it. And there is no conscience, when somebody has represented the party and, won the elections under the party symbol, there is no conscience coming into the picture when there is a requirement to vote for the party. It's very clear, be it BJP, be it Congress, be it anybody for that matter. So the horse trading in a democracy is a very bad thing, because, the conscience part is just an excuse by anyone for that matter. Yeah, that's what my comment
Mr. Anthony,
about the
let me turn this around and flip the question on you. You're saying it's horse trading, conscious part is just an excuse. You do know that Mr. Somashekara from the BJP in Karnataka has said that his subconscious has spoken in favor of the Congress. Would you call that horse trading, sir? What's happening in Karnataka?
I will not call that a horse trading. That is an individual's decision of, Somashekar. And he said that, it is his conscience, so, but, I say
you
that,
you do also know you're contradicting yourself in the last 2 minutes.
Let me complete, Preeti. Let me complete. Whether it is Somashekar or whether it is any MLA, if somebody has won under a party symbol, then it is a moral responsibility to vote for the party if the whip has been issued. So it stands very clear there. Whether it is Somashekar, X, Y, or Z, if the Congress party has issued a whip, then the Congress party MLAs who has won the election under the Congress party symbol has to vote for us.
So my limited point was that it can't be horse trading in Himachal Pradesh and it can't be subconscious in Karnataka. Either we stick to horse trading or we stick to subconscious. Okay, I'll come back to you.
What Somashekar has done is wrong and against the whip of the party. That's
fair point. I ceded. Yeah. Fair point. I want to cut across right now to Rashid Kidwai. Rashid Kidwai, away from all of that, let's just focus on what is going on right now in the state of Himachal Pradesh. Because in all probability, with indications coming in, the Congress still says that this is propaganda. They have the numbers. The independents, the three of them, have voted in favor of the Congress. But if the numbers are what the sources say, that 9 have cross-voted, then the Congress is actually on the cusp of losing the speck of a state that it had in the Hindi heartland. It's not just limited to Abhishek Manu Singhvi's seat.
Preeti, I think that's not a correct position, because what happens in Rajya Sabha election, as Guru Paswan was saying, you see, there is no whip. Whip cannot be enforced. The idea behind open voting and to show it to the polling agent, in that case, it's a whip for all purposes. But a punitive action parties cannot take. Parties can expel, but then that person becomes unattached member. In the context of Himachal Pradesh, fall of Suku government is not possible. Why I'm saying? Because you need to get 1/3 of the CLP, which is 40. So that means you need to get 14 or more MLAs to bring down Suku government. And if you come to the house on any finance bill or any other no confidence motion, if a party MLA violates whip, then that person would be automatically disqualified. So it's a tricky situation. But
it can bring, but Mr. Kidwai, it can bring the Himachal Pradesh government in minority.
Yeah. It's a huge loss of face, Preeti. I agree that, and it will trigger a chain reaction where a government, Suku government may fall. But what I'm saying is, it's not necessary, because there are a lot of instances where Rajya Sabha cross voting has taken place, but that particular government has not fallen. That's my limited point.
Sir, it all depends on what's the number there. I think it will all come down to that and
So Preeti, you're right. So Preeti, I think what BJP has done is to muster, enough numbers. You are saying that in the context of Uttar Pradesh, those 8 MLAs.
It's right now what sources seem to suggest. It's 9 plus 3. 9 where the Congress in Himachal plus 3 are the 3 independents. That's what the BJP says. The Congress says that the independents have voted for the Congress. We'll know very shortly.
So I know all that. I think, Preeti, it will be role of speaker comes in. It's not an easy thing unless there is a huge, it's a small state. So remember, getting each MLA on the other side is not an easy task. What I'm saying is, it may happen that Congress may lose. And let me just tell you one thing. Mr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi was the first person in history of Himachal where a non-Himachali was brought in.
And that's the problem, Mr. Kidwai. That is actually a problem with most of the people there. And I'll ask you one quick question before we go to our political panelists, because most of the MLAs from the Congress resented an outsider being brought in. And if, for example, a Sonia Gandhi had been fielded, an outsider, yet, fielded from the seat. From Himachal.
I met Anand Sharma in IIC, and we were talking. He was saying, Lamo ne khata ki, sadiyon ne saza pai. So this was very well known. I mean, there was something was cooking in Himachal.
Yes.
And that's what had happened. So I think
the party should have been smarter. The party should have been smarter, which it wasn't. That's what it did. That's it. Given up the state of Himachal, if this is true. Right? Again, we don't know what's going on in Himachal. Both sides claim that they have the majority.
Actually, Suku had recommended Anand Sharma's name.
Well, that didn't quite happen. If Suku had recommended Anand Sharma's name, it is Mr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi who's on the cards. But in all probability, with what at least our sources seem to suggest, is that there has been cross-voting, doesn't augur in well for Abhishek Manu Singhvi, or rather even Mr. Suku. But I want to cut across back now to the BJP spokesperson, Guru Prakash Paswan, now on the larger picture of what's going on in the state of Karnataka, in the state of Uttar Pradesh. In Uttar Pradesh, you've actually managed to get. All right, I'm coming back to you, sir. I'm just going to quickly cut into the latest news break that's filtering in. 6 Congress MLAs, besides 2 independents, have now been moved to Panchkula, Haryana, by the Bharatiya Janata Party. All right, it started resort politics following cross-voting. Only 34 Congress MLAs now present in Shimla. 35 is the magic figure. There have been 3 independents, 2 of them have now been moved to Panchkula, and 6 congressmen, MLAs, have now been moved to Panchkula by the Bharatiya Janata Party. There's lots going on, viewers, where Himachal is concerned. And Rashid Kidwai, if this holds true right now, we're looking at 6 plus 2 independents, that's 7, 8. Not too good for the Congress.
Absolutely, it's a very bad news. But what I'm saying is, CLP has to break, 1/3, and the 40 of 1. I mean, 1/3 of 40 would be.
But can we now say? MLAs. But can we say, Rashid Kidwai, that Abhishek Manu Singhvi might not go to Rajya Sabha?
And Preeti, you see, he's handling a lot of cases, including national red.
You know what's really funny, and what is really funny in all of this, we're going to try and get in a reporter as well. He's handling a lot of cases, and a lot of other political parties were very happy to give him a secure Rajya Sabha seat. This is something that possibly Abhishek Manu Singhvi will rue, because right till the end he did not know where he was being nominated from. Was it being Karnataka or was it the state of Himachal Pradesh? And now it seems that he might land up in a state where he might not make it to the Rajya Sabha, at least with the word that is coming in. We're going to try and get in a reporter very quickly. Our producer is on it. But I want to cut across right now back to our BJP spokesperson, Guru Prakash Paswan. Guru Prakash Paswan, the word coming in from the Congress, misuse of muscle power, misuse of ED, misuse of all possible state agencies by the BJP.
No, I completely do not understand, Preeti, when the moral compass shifts to the Bharatiya Janata Party, that it is the Bharatiya Janata Party which is accountable, it is the Bharatiya Janata Party that is answerable. But on the other hand, the point is very clear, the point is very simple. You are not able to control your own MLAs. They are elected representatives. They are not just party workers. They are not just party sympathizers. The Congress party has lost all forms of control on their elected representatives. And there are reasons behind it. Preeti, as we speak, today, at this hour, two Congress MLAs, reportedly Murari Gautam and Siddharth Saurabh, they are set to join the Bharatiya Janata Party. So what is the reason behind it? What is the reason, the larger picture behind it that we must understand? This is beyond my comprehension, that the entire focus shifts on the Bharatiya Janata Party. The question, on the other hand, must be asked from the Congress leadership, that आप अपने MLAs को control करके क्यों नहीं रखना चाहते हो? The answer is very clear, because in Congress party, in Congress party, please the last 10 seconds. In Congress party, any leader of resilience can only rise to a certain position. We saw what happened with Milind Devra. We have examples like Mr. Sindhya. We have examples like Mr. Himanta Biswa Sharma. So many leaders, they cannot actually realize their potential, their aspiration in the Congress party, and this is the reason of the mass exodus.
That question continues to be asked of the opposition, but questions also need to be asked with the BJP as well, because it is interesting how exactly, because every possible MLA who has switched sides today has blamed it, or rather not blamed it, said, invoked his antaratma or subconscious. And what is interesting here is exactly those number of MLAs subconscious has been invoked that the BJP needed, exactly the number, or maybe give and take one, in the state of Uttar Pradesh to snag that seat away from the Samajwadi Party in UP, and possibly with what's going on in the state of Himachal Pradesh. Matthew, Anthony, I'm going to ask you a quick question before we slip into a break. And the fact is, Mr. Paswan has a point. You have failed in not only keeping and rallying your MLAs together, but now today also standing at the cusp of losing your only state in the Hindi heartland, sir.
Preeti, first of all, I disagree to the fact that we are losing the state. Second is, I'm not in a position to comment about the 6 MLAs because I don't have a clear information about it. It's a speculation from the media. Third is, BJP is an alumni of the ex-Congress leaders because BJP don't have leaders. BJP don't have their own leaders, because after fighting so many years and becoming a larger party, national party, you see all their positions are going to ex-Congress leaders. Don't they have leaders of their own?
Sir, isn't that a pity though? Isn't that a pity then?
It is a pity for
you didn't
BJP
value
because, after claiming so...
Many would suggest you didn't value your own.
No, second thing is, let me come to that. If ED knocks at your door, if CBI knocks at your door and saying that, no, if you don't come, and then you're going to be under the jail, or you're going to be put under bars, then, what option you have?
Okay.
What option you have?
All right. I'm going to go into a break, but we're going to also quickly cut across and check. It seems in Himachal Pradesh, recounting has now been ordered. We're going to come right back. Mr. Paswan, just stay with me. And Mr. Kidwai, slipping into a break, back shortly. Stay with us.
श्री अखिलेश जी को डर लग रहा है। उन्हें लग रहा है कि वो जो प्रत्याशी खड़े किए हैं उसमें शायद कोई हार जाएगा। इस बात को ध्यान में रखते हुए बहाना बना रहे हैं, पर चुनाव की प्रक्रिया बिल्कुल साफ है। हम लोगों ने जितने प्रत्याशी खड़े किए वे सारे के सारे अच्छे बहुमत से जीतेंगे।
हार जाएंगे इसलिए उन्होंने पहले से ही भूमिका
हाँ, भूमिका उन्होंने लगता यही है कि उन्हें लग रहा है कि परिणाम उनके खिलाफ रहेगा, इसलिए वो भूमिका बना रहे।
एनडीए के 8 उम्मीदवार बम्पर वोट से जीतेंगे। पहली बात, आपने कल देखा डिनर पार्टी में संकेत कल ही आप लोगों को मिल चुका होगा। कुछ लोग सट करके वोट देंगे और कुछ लोग हट के देंगे।
स्थिति दिखाई दे रही है। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में देश का विकास, आदरणीय योगी आदित्यनाथ जी के नेतृत्व में उत्तर प्रदेश का विकास, इससे प्रभावित बहुत सारे विधायक भाजपा के प्रत्याशियों को जिताना चाहते हैं और भाजपा के पास अपने बहुमत से ज्यादा नंबर हैं। समाजवादी पार्टी ने तीसरा प्रत्याशी खड़ा करके गलती की है। चुनाव की जरूरत नहीं थी, लेकिन तीसरा प्रत्याशी उनके पास नंबर नहीं थे, तब भी उन्होंने खड़ा किया है। आज जब शाम तक वोटों की गिनती होगी तो 8 भाजपा के जीतेंगे, 2 सपा के जीतेंगे।
आप लोगों के द्वारा पता चल रहा है और ये देखिए समाजवादी पार्टी के चुनाव चिन्ह से जीते थे, तो देखिए देखा जाएगा आगे। इस तरीके से अगर होगा तो फिर बाद में हम लोग भी देखेंगे।
मत देने का अधिकार सबको है, चुने वो प्रतिनिधि जो है हमारे विधायक हैं। और राज्यसभा के लिए इस वक्त जो चुनाव हो रहा है उसमें भारतीय जनता पार्टी की ओर से हमने कैंडिडेट दिए हैं और हर्ष महाजन जी हमारे कैंडिडेट हैं। और सिर्फ इतना ही कहना चाह रहा हूँ मैं कि सभी विधायक जो है वो जनप्रतिनिधि हैं और सबसे जो आवश्यक लगता है कि अपनी अंतरात्मा की आवाज से वो मतदान करें, इस बात के लिए मेरा आग्रह है। बाकी सारी चीज़ों को लेकर के कोई विशेष मुझे नहीं कहना है। एक लोकतांत्रिक व्यवस्था है, हमने कैंडिडेट दिया है, हम चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं।
The Congress and AAP have finalized the seat sharing formula for Delhi, Gujarat, Goa, Haryana and Chandigarh. There will be no alliance between AAP and Congress in Punjab. Both Congress and AAP said that they were committed to the India bloc, adding that the opposition will defeat BJP in 2024. The BJP has rejected India bloc as an alliance of the corrupt.
जो कांग्रेस को कहते थे कि ये देश को बेच चुकी होती, अब उस कांग्रेस के साथ अलायंस करते हैं। 4 पर हम लड़ेंगे, 3 पर वो लड़ेंगे। इससे बेईमान और इससे लुटेरा मानसिकता इंसान दूसरा आपको नहीं दिखेगा जिस लेवल पे अरविंद केजरीवाल है।
The opposition alliance, however, is clueless in West Bengal. The Congress says talks are on with the TMC. The TMC, however, insists that there is no change in its stand and it will fight on all the 42 seats in West Bengal. Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, news break coming in. In the state of Himachal Pradesh are both Abhishek Manu Singhvi's seat in Rajya Sabha as well as Suku's government in Himachal in danger. Sources suggest 6 Congress MLAs besides 2 independents have been moved to Panchkula, Haryana by the Bharatiya Janata Party. Let me repeat this for you. 6 Congress MLAs plus 2 independents have been moved to Panchkula, Haryana by the BJP. Only 34 Congress MLAs present in Shimla. What's the halfway mark? At least where the assembly is concerned, yours is 35. This is one shot. But I want to cut across very quickly to Manjeet Sehgal to get us a larger understanding on what really is going on, Manjeet, right now. The counting was stopped a while ago. I believe what's happening is it's moving towards a tie. Is it confirmed? What's going on? Give us details.
Well, Preeti, counting seems to have been paused after BJP raised the objection that one Congress MLA was flown from Chandigarh. He represents the Chintpurni Assembly constituency. BJP has alleged that the state government, particularly the Chief Minister, misused the government machinery to bring the MLA to cast his vote. So BJP tried to create a ruckus as well. The counting is being done behind me at this library building here within the complex of Himachal Pradesh Assembly. It is still not known what the results will be, but the Congress and BJP tried their level best. BJP had claimed that at least 9 party MLAs have cross-voted in their favor.
Well, 9 party right now, but what you're getting in, Manjeet.
At least 2 independent MLs.
Manjeet, you're saying sources say 9 right now?
Well,
is
6.
6 have been moved, plus 2 MLAs, 6 Congress MLAs, plus 2 independents have been moved to Panchkula by BJP.
6 Congress MLAs, including 2 independents, have been moved to Panchkula, somewhere in Panchkula. They are in touch with the BJP. This is what the BJP is now claiming. Only 36 MLAs are in Shimla. This is what we are being told. Meanwhile, the counting is still under process. The results are to be announced anytime soon.
Okay.
All we know that Congress leaders were also fearing that cross-voting can take place. CLP meeting was held in Shimla yesterday. All MLAs were told to be present. All MLAs were also particularly told to vote in favor of Abhishek Manu Singhvi. They were also told that they will have to show their ballot papers after casting the vote.
Well, it is an open ballot system.
Invalid.
It is an open ballot system, so they have to show their vote to an agent, a polling agent of their own party. I'm going to come right back to you. Just stay on with us, Manjeet. There's more news break coming in from Karnataka. Karnataka counting has ended. The BJP candidate Nara Yansa Bhangre wins with 47 votes. BJP JDS candidates Kupendra Reddy gets 36 votes. All 3 Congress candidates win in Karnataka. Ajay Makan, Nasir Hussain win with 47 votes each. Congress's G.C. Chandrasekhar wins with 45 votes. Very interesting where Karnataka was concerned. The BJP and the JDS had put forth another candidate, but that joint candidate has not made it. The Congress has managed to hold on to its own. Not only that, but also there's been cross-voting from the Bharatiya Janata Party to the Congress, and this result is something that the Congress will take a lot of heart in. There were only 4 seats or 4 vacancies. 4 seats or 4 vacancies from the Congress in Karnataka. The BJP JDS had fielded an extra joint candidate, and there was a cause for concern within the Congress. There could be cross-voting. That hasn't happened. This is a win for the Congress. They've managed to hold on to their stock. DK Shivakumar practically acting like a poll agent to keep his stock together. All smiles today. Listen in. To Nagarjun, before we dip into the press conference by the Congress there. Nagarjuna, not bad for the Congress, will take heart at least in Karnataka. Managed to get all 3 candidates into the Rajya Sabha. The joint candidate of the BJP and the JDS right now losing, and a good day for the Congress where Karnataka is concerned. Not so good with what's going on in Himachal.
Well, that's true. In fact, Mr. DK Shivakumar was having all smiles in the afternoon when he realized that it's only Karnataka that giving Congress a sure shot win. 3 Rajya Sabha candidates of the Congress have won today. 47 votes and 45 votes to 3 Congress candidates. The BJP candidates has won with 47 votes. The joint NDA candidate, Mr. Kupendra Reddy, has lost with 36 votes. The minimum needed was 45. I have Mr. Srinivas of the Youth Congress. Your 3 candidates have won. आपको कैसा लग रहा है? बाकी प्रदेश, उत्तर प्रदेश और हिमाचल में आपके विधायक क्रॉस वोट किया है, बट कर्नाटक में ऐसा चमत्कार क्या हुआ कि बीजेपी के विधायक क्रॉस वोट?
कर्नाटक में आपको पता है जो पूरा वोट MLAs के ऊपर बहुत बड़ा भरोसा था, और सबसे पहले कल भी एक मॉक वोटिंग हुआ। इस तरीके से खुद PCC प्रेसिडेंट भी एजेंट बन के बैठे तमाम ये इस पे, और बीजेपी में बहुत कोशिश किया पैसे का काम करने का, अप्रोच करने का, कोई कसर नहीं छोड़ा, बट यहाँ वर्क नहीं हुआ।
बट आपका क्या ऐसे मैजिक किया कि उन्होंने क्रॉस वोट किया आपकी तरफ?
यही तो है।
गारंटी स्कीम वर्क हुआ क्या? कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी फंड दिया क्या? कुछ टिकट देने का कुछ?
बीजेपी दुनिया में कुछ भी कर सकते हैं, बट उनका कर्नाटक में उनका जो भी स्ट्रैटेजी है फेल हो जाएगा। यहाँ नहीं
ಮೊದಲನೇ ರೌಂಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ಅವರು, ಅಜಯ್ ಮೆಕೆನ್ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತು ಸೈಯದ್ ನಾಸಿರ್ ಹುಸೇನ್ ಅವರು ಅಧಿಕೃತವಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು 3 ಜನ ಕೂಡ ಮೊದಲನೇ ರೌಂಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಗೆದ್ದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಅವರು ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ರಿಟರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫೀಸರು ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವರು ಅಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದು ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷದ ಐಕ್ಯತೆ, ಒಗ್ಗಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಇದರಿಂದ ತಮಗೆ ಮನವರಿಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ನಾನು ಬೇರೆ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಯವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಕ್ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಏನು ಅವರು ಒಗ್ಗಟ್ಟಿನಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ತಂತ್ರ ಮಾಡಿ ದುರುಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಆಮಿಷ ಒಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಯಾವ ಮತದಾರರು ಕೂಡ ಈಲ್ಡಾಗದೆ ಸ್ವಾಭಿಮಾನದ ಮತವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಈ ನಮ್ಮ 3 ಅಭ್ಯರ್ಥಿಗಳನ್ನ ಗೆಲ್ಲಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಗೆಲ್ಲಿಸಿದಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಾಸಕರುಗಳಿಗೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ನಾಯಕರುಗಳಿಗೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕರ್ತರಿಗೆ ತಾವು ಬಹಳ ಅಭಿಮಾನದಿಂದ ತಾವು ಮಾಧ್ಯಮದವರು ಬಹಳ ಇದರ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ವಿಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ತಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಚಾರವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ತಮಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಅಭಿನಂದಿಸಿ ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಾಸಕರು, ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳ ನೇತೃತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ್ ಖರ್ಗೆ ಸಾಹೇಬರು ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು, ಅವರು ಸುರ್ಜೇವಾಲಾ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಜನರಲ್ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಅವರು, ನಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರೆಷರರ್ ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ದೆಹಲಿಯಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷದ ಟ್ರೆಷರರು ಒಬ್ಬ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ನಾಯಕರು ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೋನಿಯಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ರಾಹುಲ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಈ ಒಂದು ಮತ್ತು ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ್ ಖರ್ಗೆ ಸಾಹೇಬರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಸಮರ್ಪಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಮತ್ತು ವೇಣುಗೋಪಾಲ್ ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ನಮಗೆ ಇಂಚ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಬಹಳ ಜಾಗೃತಿಯಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಚರ್ಚೆ
Venugopal
ಎಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ
and inform them that
ಅಭಿನಂದಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
the 3 candidates have won, and I would want to thank the MLAs of Congress Party.
I am very happy to inform you that all the Congress candidates have won on the first round. Mr. Ajay Mekken, who is the treasurer of the party, has got 47 votes. Mr. Syed Nazir Hussain has got 47 votes, and Mr. G.C. Chandrasekhar has got 45 votes. The BJP also polled 47 votes, and JDS polled 36 votes. So all of them had the required quota of 4,500 points which they have to get. So they have got the required quota, and all of them have been elected at once without any second round. So I would like to thank all my voters, from my Chief Minister to all my legislators who worked very hard, and my in-charge General Secretary, Mr. Surjewala ji, and I thank my AICC President also. He was very cautious on this. He had warned us on various issues, so we have looked at it. My General Secretary organization also had called me in a several number of times, but nothing has went wrong. Everything has went on in a very smooth way. I would like to thank my Sonia Gandhi ji and Rahul ji for giving ticket to all these 3 congressmen of the state, of the country, who have worked hard for the party.
Sir, 6 crossroads have happened in Himachal.
I don't want to discuss. I don't know anything. My General Secretary is there. You can ask him whatever you want.
Friends, first I congratulate Shri Ajay Makhan, Dr. Nasir Hussain, and my friend Mr. G.C. Chandrasekhar. I also laud the efforts, principles, commitment to character, commitment to democracy of the Congress legislators and all other supporting legislators who made this victory possible. This is a decisive victory, as I said in the morning, for democracy. This is a decisive victory for India. This is a decisive victory for the Swabhimana of 6.5 crore Kannadigas. And this is a decisive defeat of those who want to corrupt the democratic process by the sale and purchase of legislators. I ask Shri J.P. Nadda, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, as also Mr. Yedurappa and Mr. Vijendra today, and Mr. Kumar Swamy, why is it when you did not have the requisite legislators, why did you put up a a tycoon who had loads of money in the hope that he will be able to buy the loyalty and vote of legislators who are elected by people of Karnataka. This itself was a brazen insult to the mandate given to legislators by 6.5 crore fellow Kannadigas. I am happy that legislators of Karnataka have demolished this conspiracy to tarnish democracy. They have rejected Ayaram, Gayaram politics. They have rejected the politics of purchase and sale of MLAs by BJP and now by Mr. Kumaraswamy and his party. So this is in many ways a victory not for the Congress party alone, not only for Shri Sidda, Shri DK Shivakumar, for all the Congress legislators and our candidates, but this is a victory of the common Kannadiga. The common Kannadiga proved it in the council elections recently when they decimated the unholy alliance of the BJP and Janata Dal, and Mr. Puttanna was decisively elected. They have again defeated and rejected the unholy alliance of BJP and Janata Dal, who was seeking to buy votes of the legislators. I thank each and every one who participated in this process. I also thank all our legislators and colleagues, and I once again thank Mr. Siddaramaiah, the CLP leader. I thank Mr. DK Shivakumar. I thank our All India Congress Committee President, Shri Mallikarjun Kharge, without whose guidance this victory was not possible. This is a victory of principles, of ideals, of democracy and of morality and of numbers.
Sir, do you think it's an embarrassment for the alliance after consecutive 2 wins for the Congress, sir?
Congress party has taken note of the same. Our in charge, Mr. Rajiv Shukla, is taking stock of the situation. Very soon, either Mr. Jairam Ramesh or Mr. Rajiv Shukla will be making a statement in this regard.
Sir, it's your consecutive win in Karnataka, second time after the teachers' constituency. Do you call it an embarrassment for the alliance? You are calling it an unholy alliance of the BJP and the JDS? And how it affect you in the Lok Sabha, sir?
This is the third consecutive victory, my dear. The first one came in the assembly election.
उम्मीद है समाजवादी पार्टी के तीनों जीतेंगे, लेकिन खबरें जो आ रही हैं आप भी जानते हो, जो दूसरों के लिए कांटा बोते हैं एक दिन उनके लिए भी कांटे मिलते हैं। बीजेपी चुनाव जीतने के लिए कोई भी हथकंडा अपना सकती है, कोई भी लाभ देने के लिए आश्वासन दे सकती है। बीजेपी है, जीतने के लिए सब कुछ करेगी। जिनको लाभ मिलना होगा कुछ, वो जरूर चले जाएंगे, या जिनको बहुत वादा किया होगा कि आपको चुनाव में ये कर दिया जाएगा, ये मिल जाएगा, वो चले जाएंगे।
भारतीय जनता पार्टी अपने 8 प्रत्याशियों को माननीय विधायकों के आशीर्वाद से जीत की तरफ तेजी के साथ अग्रसर करा रही है, और इस सब में लोकतंत्र में माननीय विधायकों का आशीर्वाद भारतीय जनता पार्टी को प्राप्त है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी को सभी विधायकों का आशीर्वाद प्राप्त है।
पैकेज से वोटिंग हो रही है, डरा के वोटिंग हो रही है, और जब सरकार पूरी लगी होगी तो ऐसी वोटिंग कराएंगे, लोगों को ले जाएंगे अपने पास।
Akhilesh Yadav has spoken exclusively to India Today and said that BJP is using the power, BJP is using the money, and that is what has translated into the kind of atmosphere which has been created, clearly accusing the leadership. And at the same time he said that those who are talking about, listening to their inner voice, it's the money which is playing, and he has been very blunt enough to say that. At the same time, we've also seen how the Samajwadi Party MLAs, one by one, are getting with the BJP, beginning with Abhay Singh and Rakesh Pratap Singh. We also broke it first on India Today, how they reacted with Jai Shri Ram chant and, made it clear that they are going ahead with it. Then SP Vihip Manoj Pandey resigning from the position, then his nameplate being removed, and afterward his resignation was accepted, and afterwards some others came in. So this was something which was very evident enough that how the BJP has a comfortable number to get the 8th candidate, that is Sanjay Seth, to the Rajya Sabha, and this is what has happened actually today as well.
मेरा मानना है कि हमारे 40 विधायक थे, अगर कोई बिका नहीं होगा तो हमें 40 के 40 वोट आएंगे। निश्चित तौर पर मेरा यह मानना है कि कांग्रेस की विचारधारा और हाथ के निशान पर जो चुनकर आए हैं उन लोगों ने पार्टी को वोट डाला होगा, पार्टी के प्रत्याशी को वोट डाला होगा। तो अभी तक तो हम शाम को काउंटिंग है तभी कुछ बोल सकते हैं, लेकिन मेरा मानना है कि कांग्रेस का अगर कोई विधायक बिका नहीं होगा तो हमारे को 40 के 40 वोट। नहीं, विधायकों से बातचीत हुई है? मेरी सभी विधायकों से बात हुई। अब देखना है कि अभी तो वोटिंग का काउंटिंग 4 बजे तक है, उसके बाद ही रिजल्ट कब बताया जाएगा।
इनकी पार्टी की सुप्रीमो की तरफ से होना चाहिए, आधिकारिक रूप से होना चाहिए, लेकिन आधिकारिक रूप से ये नहीं कहे जाते हैं कि गठबंधन की प्रक्रिया खत्म हो चुकी है, क्योंकि सत्तारूढ़ पार्टी दुविधा में है। दुविधा नंबर 1, सत्तारूढ़ पार्टी की एक वर्ग, उनका यह मानना है कि अगर हम इंडिया गठबंधन छोड़ के अकेले चुनाव में उतरे तो बंगाल की अल्पसंख्यकों ने हमारे खिलाफ वोट डालेंगे।
का 8 का दावा जिस दिन नामांकन हुआ था उस दिन भी हुआ था, आज मतदान हुआ है तब भी है। समाजवादी पार्टी के पास तीसरा कैंडिडेट जिताने की हैसियत नहीं थी। उन्होंने तीसरा कैंडिडेट उतार करके समाजवादी पार्टी के अंतर कलह को उजागर करने का उन्होंने अपने आप अवसर स्थापित किया है। और अगर आज समाजवादी पार्टी की ये खबर आ रही है कि उनके बहुत सारे विधायक उत्तर प्रदेश में और देश में जो विकास की गंगा बह रही है उसमें वह भी अपनी एक तरह से कहिए इस यज्ञ में आहुति डालना चाहते हैं और अपनी अंतरात्मा की आवाज पर ऐसे कोई हैं तो उनका हम स्वागत करते हैं।
तो कहा यह जा रहा है कि करीब 1 दर्जन ऐसे लोग हैं सपा के भीतर जो कि क्रॉस वोटिंग कर रहे हैं।
अब कितने लोग हैं ये मैं नहीं जानता, लेकिन अंतरात्मा की आवाज कितने लोगों की होगी, क्या होगी, ये तो वोटों की गिनती के बाद पता चलेगा। लेकिन मैं ये जानता हूँ 8 भाजपा के जीत रहे हैं, 2 सपा के जीत रहे हैं और सपा की हैसियत 2 की ही थी, उन्होंने तीसरा लड़ाया है और वो तीसरा हार रहे हैं। समाजवादी पार्टी का सफाया, ये तो राज्यसभा चुनाव है जी, आज 8 जीतेंगे, लोकसभा में 80 जीतेंगे।
हर राष्ट्र की विकास यात्रा में कुछ क्षण ऐसे आते हैं जो वर्तमान के साथ ही आने वाली पीढ़ियों को भी परिभाषित करते हैं। आज भारत के लिए ये ऐसा ही क्षण है, काउंटडाउन भी हमारा है
और रॉकेट भी हमारा है। मुझे खुशी है कि आज इन एस्ट्रोनॉट से मिलने, उनसे बातचीत करने और उन्हें देश के सामने प्रस्तुत करने का सौभाग्य मुझे मिला। मैं इन साथियों को पूरे देश की तरफ से बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं, बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। अलग अलग इक्विपमेंट के विषय में जानकारी दी गई, उनके ऑपरेशन के विषय में बताया गया। मुझे जानकर बहुत अच्छा लगा कि गगनयान में यूज होने वाले ज्यादातर उपकरण मेड इन इंडिया है। अपने 4 गगनयान यात्रियों से परिचित हुआ। ये सिर्फ 4 नाम और 4 इंसान नहीं है, ये 140 करोड़ एस्पिरेशंस को स्पेस में ले जाने वाली 4 शक्तियां हैं। चालीस वर्ष के बाद कोई भारतीय अंतरिक्ष में जाने वाला है। इसके बाद शुक्र भी इसरो के लक्ष्यों में से एक है। 2035 तक अंतरिक्ष में भारत का अपना स्पेस स्टेशन होगा, जो हमें स्पेस के अज्ञात विस्तार को जानने में मदद करेगा।
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Survey suggests, or the data suggests, that per capita monthly household expenditure has more than doubled in 2022-23 as compared to 2011-12. This has led the Niti Aayog CEO to suggest that poverty in India is now below 5%. Do you go along with this poverty figure, that poverty in India is below 5% now?
The two separate questions there, Raj. The first is whether am I surprised that the monthly per capita expenditure has gone up by 100%? And the answer is no, because what it suggests is inflation adjusted. That's only about 3 to 3.5% increase in consumption expenditure per year. Now, for an economy that's growing at least 6.5%, that is not a surprising figure at all, right? That's number one. The second is the question on poverty. The fact of the matter is that this particular data set is significantly different in the way the data has been generated from the surveys that we used to do earlier. And it is not yet apparent to me that the old poverty line can be used to calculate poverty from this data. We may have to revisit the poverty line in its entirety. But that's a call that I will, and most of us who are in this particular line of work, we will not be able to take this call until the unit level records are made available.
So effectively, you are skeptical about this 5% figure, that only 5% of Indians are now below the poverty line. Based on this consumption expenditure survey, you believe that would not be accurate, that it would be inaccurate to suggest that only 5% of Indians are below the poverty line. Am I correct?
No, I'm not saying that, again, I'm not saying that categorically. I'm saying that given that there's been a significant change in methodology, applying the old poverty line to this data would not be appropriate until we've done a little more detailed work.
But would you be willing to accept that many more Indians have been lifted out of poverty in the last decade, indeed, dare I say, over the last 2 decades, than the previous 2 decades?
Almost certainly, yes, right? I don't think that is the issue. The real question is the extent to which it has happened. And that depends upon the consistency between the consumption data and the poverty line, right? And on that, I cannot be categoric.
After weeks of delays and uncertainty and multiple rounds of seat-sharing talks that finally borne fruit, Rahul and Akhilesh's bonhomie was at its peak as the yatra made its way through Agra. Akhilesh and Rahul said their primary objective is to oust Modi government in the next Lok Sabha polls. As per seat understanding, out of 80 seats in Uttar Pradesh, Congress will contest on 17 seats. Interestingly, Prime Minister Modi's constituency, Varanasi, is under Congress's quota, so are traditional Gandhi family seats, including Amethi and Rai Bareli. Modi had earlier mocked the Congress SP Jugalbandi, calling them stale product with expired shelf life. Amid this, RLD chief Jayant Chaudhary, who recently joined the NDA's fold, hit out at Rahul Gandhi for branding Varanasi youth as alcoholic. Can the Akhilesh Rahul Jugalbandi match up to BJP's Modi-Yogi magic in India's politically most crucial state? With Maushmi Singh, Bureau Report, India Today.
Presented by आपका जॉय भारत का जॉय जॉय ई-बाइक Co-presented by Green Lamb Laminates कुछ मेरा कुछ तुम्हारा Powered by MP Birla Cement Perfect Plus Concrete Special Co-powered by Parul University Vadodara Gujarat
Warm welcome, viewers. You're watching our rolling coverage on the Rajya Sabha results from 3 states, Uttar Pradesh, Himachal and Karnataka. 10 seats vacant going up for elections in Uttar Pradesh, 4 in Karnataka, 1 in Himachal Pradesh. But is there worry for the Congress as well as Abhishek Manu Singhvi, the Congress candidate, where it comes down to the state of Himachal Pradesh? We're going to get and dive deeper. Lots going on in the state of Himachal Pradesh. And it seems not just Abhishek Manu Singhvi, but Suku also has a lot to worry about. Why? We'll tell you later. First up, the headlines. Rajya Sabha battle heats up in Uttar Pradesh. 7 Samajwadi Party MLAs cross-vote in favour of BJP. 1 SP MLA abstains. Akhilesh Yadav concedes defeat in cryptic post. Big Congress voting twist in Himachal Pradesh. Sources suggest 9 Congress MLAs have cross-voted. BJP claims Suku government losing majority. Big win for the Congress in Karnataka's Rajya Sabha polls. All three Congress candidates win. BJP bags one seat. Sidda government hails verdict, says it's a win for democracy. Prime Minister Modi taunts Rahul Gandhi after left announces their own Wayanad candidates, as Congress and left at war in Kerala but BFFs elsewhere.
केरला में तो एक दूसरे के दुश्मन है, लेकिन केरला के बाहर बाकी देश में ये एक दूसरे के BFF.
Aam Aadmi Party announces its Lok Sabha candidates. 5 candidates for Delhi and Haryana fielded. 3 sitting Aam Aadmi Party MLAs from Delhi get the Lok Sabha ticket. India reveals Gaganyaan mission team. 4 astronauts for Gaganyaan mission. Prime Minister Modi gives astronaut wings to pilots.
Balakrishnan Nayak.
काउंटडाउन भी हमारा है और रॉकेट भी हमारा है.
All right, news break coming in. Rajya Sabha thriller cliffhanger in the state of Himachal Pradesh. Word coming in, CRPF security for 9 Congress rebel MLAs. Have they turned rebel? That's the big question. Himachal Chief Minister accuses BJP of misusing power. Big statement from the Chief Minister. Haryana police took the MLAs of Himachal with them to Haryana. Called the whole incident as petty politics of BJP, saying BJP has kidnapped our MLAs. 3 CRPF buses have reached Shimla. Counting has stopped in Shimla for the Rajya Sabha polls. Congress and independent MLAs have reached Panchkula. What is the number? Last time the number was 6 Congress MLAs plus 2 independents that have been ferried from Shimla all the way to Panchkula. But questions need to be asked. What is a CRPF bus doing in Shimla, ferrying MLAs from Shimla to Panchkula? Panchkula, mind you, is governed by